everyone, welcome to the live session with Nilanjan Ray. And he has been doing sadhana since almost 5 months. That is, he is in the Panchamukhi Hanuman, right?
Kamakala Kali actually.
Oh, okay,
I'm
four
the
months.
center teacher.
Okay, so he has been doing sadhana since 4 months. That is, now he is in the Kamakala Kali month. He finished Uchishta Ganapati, Tripura Bhairavi, and Batuk Bhairav sadhana. And he has moved on to Kamakala Kali. So now he's gonna share his experience of how each deity contributed to his life and also how he entered this path of spirituality. The reason why I called Nilanjan in this early young stage was because he's very unique kid. That is, nobody in the entire Project Kali student group like has his personality. Whenever he talks, he reminds me of that Naruto's Rock Lee character. He is so enthusiastic with the teachings, with whatever he learns and experiences through the deities, and a very enthusiastic kid that I ever saw in my life. So that's why I invited him so that everyone can feel his energy and like learn something from him. So Nilanjan, can you start with how you got into spirituality and also all the experiences of the deities?
Yeah, so I first started entering into this world after I dropped out from my class 12th in 2022. I couldn't give the exam due to some personal problems. I couldn't give my 12th exam.
Mm,
Then I dropped out of college as well. I took admission in a diploma course. I dropped out of diploma course as well. And
mm,
after that, I started worshipping Lord Krishna. I
mm,
was really desperate at that time. In 2023, September, October, I started worshipping Lord Krishna.
mm,
And then after worshipping Lord Krishna for around a month, I found some clues regarding new age spiritual practices that has been going on in this world currently. And
mm,
then I was doing Reiki as well and some other kinds forms of aging practices there,
mm,
which which I discontinued. I couldn't succeed in that as well. So I
mm,
gave up after that for some time. But I was really scared of death. The fear of death is what brought me into this practice. Like I just didn't
mm,
want to die. I wanted to
mm,
become immortal actually.
mm,
So that's how I entered the spiritual world. In 2024, also I was doing some mantras, but they were by myself only. Like there was no
mm,
guide. And
mm,
then in 2025, so my life completely broke down in front of me. From January to June, I couldn't make any progress. And then in July, I found you while doing Ma Kali sadhana. Once again, I was
mm,
extremely desperate. I wanted a way to get out of all the problems in my life. And then I found you,
mm,
while doing Ma Kali
mm,
sadhana.
mm,
And then I got initiated into the different mantra sadhanas of the different deities. Like this is very
mm,
new to me. I don't have much experience in the tantra sadhana. This
mm,
is a very new experience to me, but I learned a lot and experienced a lot, and I'm excited about what's about to happen in the future as well.
mm. Okay, so can you explain like how each deity interacted with you?
Yeah, at first I was very scared. Like I was
Mm,
thinking, who are these entities, high dimensional beings? I was extremely scared of them. I didn't
mm,
speak to them as well much. But later on, when I used to speak to them, I didn't get any reply as well. But after some time, I started to getting intuitive urges in my mind, like telepathy. So this
mm,
spoke to me through some kind of telepathy. Like when I asked something, the answers used to come through telepathical responses from them.
mm,
At first, I was scared as well. Like, what is this? Who's speaking in my head? Who are these
mm,
guys?
mm,
It started with actually Ma Tripura Bhairavi. When I was doing Ma Tripura Bhairavi sadhana, it started. And
mm,
then when I entered Baduk Bhairav sadhana, so it became a very natural thing. Like I could communicate with the deities easily.
mm,
Like they were sending me messages through intuitive urges and telepathic messages, and I could hear them easily. It wasn't
mm,
much difficult as well.
mm,
And now that I'm doing Ma Kamakalakali sadhana, it has only increased. The energetic flow has increased. The connection has become stronger and stronger and stronger
mm,
with each deity.
mm. Okay, and which deity was your favorite among the four?
Among the four, I like Batu Bhairav the most.
Hmm.
He
Why is
helped me a
that?
lot as well.
Oh,
He helped me manifest some desires.
huh. Example?
Example, like there was a frequency video which I wanted some, have you heard about soul figure frequencies, teacher? The different frequencies which they use in the new age spirituality for meditation
Uh,
purposes. Different
like
frequencies.
delta, theta waves, like that?
Yeah, and the one that I sent you in Ma Kali's natural energetic field that I sent you now in
Mm,
WhatsApp.
mm.
So
Correct.
I wanted Badu Bhairav's mantra and Badu Bhairav's mantra's frequency. And just when I was doing Badu Bhairav's sadhana, it arrived immediately. So I
Mm,
was extremely happy. And then when I ended Badu Bhairav's sadhana, another thing came as well from him. He gave me two gifts.
mm. What was that?
It was a Chinese medicine which I was seeking for a certain disease which I had.
Mm,
Like there was, and it actually worked, after
mm,
getting those frequencies, it helped me quite a lot to get relief
mm,
from the disease I was experiencing.
mm. What was the disease?
It, how do I say this? I had blood clottage, for some unknown reasons. After taking the COVID vaccines, I had blood clottage in my body.
Mm,
I shared this with Miss Purnima as well last in our last meeting.
mm. How does COVID vaccine create that blood clottage?
Well, I don't know if I should be saying this on an open platform, but there have been proofs and traces that some impure substances were mixed within the COVID vaccines, and it was a conspiracy, not a cure actually.
Mm,
COVID wasn't a cure, it was a conspiracy made by many hard beings to trap us. Like you spoke about those beings now who came from the lower locus in this plane to
mm,
trap humanity, to create
mm,
anti human agendas, to harm
mm,
humanity.
mm.
So, this is one of their experiments, I think, to control the masses, to make sure spiritual evolution cannot happen in this era.
Oh, so through vaccines they put some.
Right, right, right. They
Oh,
precisely harm the
mm,
human DNA and the pineal gland. They target the pineal gland actually, and make
mm,
sure the third eye can't function. And of the third eye, which connects to our higher parts, the higher dimensional beings, like who
mm,
project us here in this world, when the connection with them is severe, they can easily control the masses. As long as
mm,
we have connection with God source and with the higher dimensional beings who project us here, they can't harm us too much now. So what they
mm,
are trying to do with these vaccines is put some chemicals like graphene oxide and nanobots within them to make sure that the current human society can't evolve, because if humans are free, if humans are connected, if humans know what's going on behind the scenes, they can easily free themselves from all control mechanisms now.
mm,
So they do not want that. They want human energy now. They're siphoning
mm.
human energy all the time to all those beings. So this is one
Oh,
of their traps. Miss Purnima also shared a bit.
you took COVID vaccine in the year. Which year did you take?
In 2020, 21.
2021. Okay, so it started. The problem started when.
The problem started in 2020, 22 and 2023. They were first showing symptoms in 2020, 23 actually, which were major.
Mm, mm. Like.
Like eye problems and blood clotted problems,
Mm,
and also let's say nervous system problems. And it
mm.
was making me magnetic, like those nanobots within the body were making me magnetic. I was becoming very magnetic due to their presence within the physical body.
Magnetic in the sense, like example.
For example, they absorb the LEDs, the lights and LEDs. They absorb them, and
Mm,
electricity. They can absorb them through touch or through sensitivity.
mm,
They absorb them and they are spreading throughout the body slowly to take over the body and the mind of the human to control them actually. But it's impossible because we are connected. We who do sadhana who are actually connected to our higher parts. So it's very difficult for them to harm us.
oh, there is a conspiracy also that some toothpaste consists of fluoride and it
Yeah.
hampers our pineal gland, right?
Yes. It
So,
blocks the pineal gland and blocks the
mm,
connection.
okay, so what kind of chemicals block the pineal gland?
fluoroid and some the have you heard about the chemtrail theory? Like they spread chemtrails through the flights and through all they spray in the nature now.
Mm.
Have you heard about the chemtrails theory?
Yeah, that jet, right? Like which goes past
Right.
white
Just a second,
craft. Mm.
I've written about it in a place.
Mm.
Just a second, teacher. Let me find it. Yeah, so the chemtrail conspiracy theory is the belief that the persistent white trails left in the sky by high flying aircraft are not normal
Mm.
substances but are instead chemtrails composed of chemical or biological agents deliberately spread for undisclosed nefarious purposes. The theory is widely debunked by scientific community which confirms that these trails are well understood atmospheric phenomena called contrails.
Mm.
Now these chemtrails are very harmful for the human consciousness and the human evolution. They harm
Mm.
everyone. No one is spared from them actually. The
Mm.
proponents of the theory propose various of overlapping motives
Mm.
for the covert spraying, like weather modification, population control, biological warfare, and military or psychological operations.
Mm.
Now, modern science is denying all the theories about this
Mm.
and calling them conspiracies and refusing to accept it. But
Mm.
the thing is that it's actually happening and humans are not aware about it. Current
Mm.
human era is not aware about what's going on.
Mm. During my engineering days, right, I used to watch this conspiracy theory YouTuber called Shane Dawson. Have you heard of Shane Dawson?
I've heard of him, but I haven't watched him.
Oh, like he makes like his whole YouTube channel is about conspiracy theories. He has made a lot. Like one of the thing was of that jet, like which goes like above the aeroplanes they go, right, and they leave that white trail, like you said. And like, do the Illuminati want less population or more population? So what is that they want?
Oh, their numbers are less now. Like, let's say they're only about 100,000. So what they want is to reduce the masses. Like,
Mm.
if they can reduce our numbers, we will be controllable. So they fear the humans due to their large numbers. They think
Oh,
that if everything is exposed and if the human population is still spreading and growing, then they can't control it.
okay. So they want to reduce the population.
Right. Population reduction agendas are going on. They have planned that by 2060 they will reduce the world population by 2.5 billion.
Hmm. Is it the reason? Is that the same reason why there are more gay people and more LGBTQ to
Yes,
reduce the population?
transhuman agendas are being run to stop human evolution completely and make sure the humans go extinct.
Oh, yeah.
It's happening
So,
everywhere in the world. Like they control us
mm,
through media and through news and through the
mm,
medicines
mm,
and pharmaceuticals, through the
mm,
food, water, air, everything they have control over. Even the educational systems, the banking systems, and also the like yes, the hospitals. They also
mm,
control childbirth now. So they are making
mm,
all those childbirth control protocols and helping people in, but actually they're not helping us. They're trying to make
mm,
sure that we go extinct completely. They do not
mm,
have the connection we have with God now. They're not
mm,
connected to God. They're connected to those fallen beings that you mentioned in your
mm.
videos
Correct.
from the lower
So,
local.
what is their intention? At the end of the day, what do they want?
They want to siphon human energy and control humans. They just want to rule over humanity. Like they want to be the kings and queens of this world.
Mm.
They're foolish, actually.
And also, there is a theory that there are like many reptilians, right, in the society.
Right, they're spread all over the US and also
Mm,
the Europe and many other foreign countries.
mm,
They're not I don't know if they are within India, but I have heard that they have infiltrated the government and all the other places
Hmm.
which are used to control human population.
Like shapeshifters, like they can
Yeah.
shapeshift into any celebrity or something.
Exactly, that's how they control the masses. They enter
Hmm.
the human society and then they take on the positions, the elite positions,
Hmm.
especially like the
Hmm.
positions of the rulers and the government, like the
Hmm.
government officials and the ministers, the celebrities, and even, like they take, they can even like control the incarnations where they choose to incarnate. Like they don't just shape shift. Like even before incarnating on this plane, they have control over where they choose to incarnate. Like they choose to incarnate specific bloodlines which
Hmm.
rule the world actually.
Hmm. Okay. Uh, So, what is the solution that you derive from all this?
The solution that I derived after little bit of experience in the spiritual world is that what humans need to do is awaken the 12th strand dormant DNA within themselves and spiritually evolve and connect with God.
Hmm.
Like as much as they are trying to put down humans and make sure humans can't grow and evolve, they are failing at that because this is the world of duality now. So
Hmm.
no matter how much you're trying to pull us down, we are still bouncing back because
Hmm.
God and the forces, there are also benevolent forces in the higher dimensions now who are
Hmm.
continuously helping us, like Lord Vishnu, a preserver deity,
Hmm.
and also the other deities. They are continuously providing assistance for humanity to evolve through many possible means, like through teachers, through preachers, and um, philosophers, and also through many other
Hmm.
like evolved beings. But like not every human who's currently in this plane is not evolved, right? Like people like you are who are enlightened on their own. There are many
Hmm.
such people throughout the world now. So they are trying to spread the teachings and make sure to awaken the collective consciousness of humanity, spiritually
Hmm.
awaken the entire collective so that humanity can evolve beyond this fallen state and achieve
Hmm.
a greater level of freedom and consciousness where they won't be
Hmm.
bound by this 3D reality any longer and can
Hmm.
experience much more freedom and be free from all control mechanisms,
Hmm.
like a society based on unity consciousness.
Is that the reason why psychedelic drugs are illegal?
It could be, I'm not sure about it because as much as psychedelic drugs help us, there's also a theory that psychedelic drugs, like they sever the connection with our highest self. Like,
Hmm.
the rishis and the higher dimensional beings, now, the rishis are the most evolved beings, even above deities are the rishis.
Hmm.
So they sever the connection with the rishis that humans have, the natural connection with our highest self, that is the rishi self.
Hmm.
It severs the connection. So I would suggest it's better not to use the psychedelic drugs in the current era.
Hmm.
But
So
they do assist
naturally.
us as well. So
Hmm.
it's a double-edged sword. Psychedelic
Hmm.
drugs are like a double-edged sword. It's a shortcut to spiritual evolution, but it's also like blocking our potential, taking away our higher potential. It is
Hmm.
giving us quick success in return for our potential.
Hmm. True. And also, what we have observed is like in the human society, they illegalize psychedelic drugs, but they legalize the drugs which will kill people soon, like nicotine, cigarette, alcohol. That is not being banned. Like that is still legal, but when it comes to psychedelics, everything is illegal. So, like you can see that. Uh, the drugs which take you near to the truth has been illegal, but the drugs which take you down, that is spiritually down, has been made legal.
Yeah, because they control the system, they're trying to make sure and use any possible means to reduce
Mm,
humanity's possibility of ascending to the higher dimension as a
mm,
collective.
true.
They're trying to prevent us from evolving. That is their
Mm,
ultimate purpose and goal.
true. So that the lower lokas will be more populated, I guess.
Correct, and to steal our energy.
Hmm.
Like they want to survive longer now. The thing is that they're disconnected from God, but we are not. So as long as we have a connection with source, we can get infinite amount of energy. It's a battle of energy and consciousness, actually.
Hmm. True.
They're
Like if you
trying to
observe,
summon energy.
true. Like if you observe in the Ramayan, there is a demon king of Patal Lok called Ahiravan. That is the brother of Indrajit. Do you know Ahiravan?
I have heard of him.
Yeah, he's the son of Ravan, and he what he does is he kidnaps Ram and Lakshman and takes them into a portal, which goes to the Patal Lok. So in Patalok, Ram and Lakshman will be imprisoned for many years because there the time dilation is very fast. That is, if you spend like many hundred years in Patalok, and if you come back to Burlok, that is earthly realm, here only like few days have been passed, but there many years have been passed. So
Right. Time
Earth's
versus
time is
faster.
more valuable than the Patal time. So what happens is Hanuman, right? He goes to Patal through a portal, and he frees Ram and Lakshman by taking the form of Panchamukhi Hanuman. So and that is how he rescues them and brings back them to the earth. And when Hanuman comes back, only one day has been passed in the earthly realm. So maybe that is why they want to steal energy of people, because once they steal energy of humans, they can imprison humans for many years in the Patalok.
No, actually, what they're trying to do, I think, is,
Mm,
like survive. They are also like us only.
mm,
Like, think about it, everything is energy now. According to the
mm,
physics, according to the theory of relativity, everything is energy. Energy is
mm,
matter and matter is energy. So if
mm,
they don't have connection with God source, now God is energy, endless
mm,
energy. They have cut off their own connection with that endless source of energy. And now they're trying to steal our energy, the energy we get from God. They're trying to steal God's energy to sustain themselves, to become immortal and
mm,
godlike. They want to rule
mm,
over this universe. Like they want
mm,
to take over and do like the we have heard in the stories now that
mm,
the demons or asuras try to take over the devas in the universe, and then they
mm,
try to rule over the swarg for so
mm,
long, and it happened many times as well. So I think it's a battle between different races of the astral realm. They're
mm.
fighting for
True.
control over energy.
Yeah, true. And also, no, in that Legends of Hanuman cartoon series, I observed that the Ahiravan, right, like he sacrifices Ram, like he tries to sacrifice Ram and Lakshman's life so that he will get infinite energy source, because there is a Devi is there in all lokas. The Devi is like unconditional. She's there in Patal Loka also. She's there in Naraka also. She's there in Bhur Bhuva. Every Loka Devi is there. So that mother goddess. So if you sacrifice anything for the mother goddess, she will give something for you in return. That is called like Bali, we tell, no? For example, for Kali, we give Bali, and Kali returns the favor by giving us something. So, same way, what Ahiravan does is he gives Ram and Lakshman as Bali to the goddess of Patal Lok, and he'll be expecting a very big prize in return, like huge amount of energy. And but before that Bali happens, Hanuman saves Ram and Lakshman. So I feel like they want to give humans lives as bali to the whatever
Exactly.
devi they have in their loka.
Exactly
Yeah.
what they're trying to do, like those the Devi there, like I think actually I want to share something. What I have read something
Mm,
from the a text called there was a book called Voyages which I found in 2023, and through which I found some techniques called Kathara Biospiritual Healing System.
mm,
And in that book, they mentioned that they took away Divine Mother's consciousness, they stole it. They
mm,
enslaved Divine Mother's consciousness. They distorted her consciousness and placed her in those lokas. And they're now
mm,
exploiting her like that.
mm,
They're exploiting Divine Mother. Actually, Divine Mother is truly, unconditionally loving, so she never harms anyone.
Mm. Correct.
And they're exploiting mother's consciousness. They placed her in
True.
those lokas and they're exploiting her to benefit more. And when you mentioned like they're sacrificing something to get another, I think it's part of their own energetic system which they're using to evolve. Like
Mm.
us who are evolving naturally through meditation and like
Mm.
practices like chakra work, but they're not doing that. They're using other means like harmful means or demonic means to evolve.
Mm.
They're
True.
also trying to evolve only, like us.
Yeah. But the difference, what you see in them, right, is they're power hungry. Like we are looking for the truth. Like if you observe a normal spiritual human, if you ask him what do you want in life or spirituality, he will tell, I want to know the truth. I want to experience the truth. But if you ask someone from Patal Lok, they will tell, I want power. I want Ashtasiddhis. I want like so many things. So that is the difference you see in spirituality from when it comes to lower lokas and higher lokas. Yeah.
Yes, like they want to rule over existence and they want to become God itself. But
Mm.
they have, they don't understand actually that everything is God and everyone is God. No one is more or less than the other. Everyone is part of God's source.
Truly. Yeah. Then what else have you experienced in spirituality?
Um, well, I have experienced many things, but I don't know what to share. But let's just trust my intuition and share some things. Like, I have experienced beings trying to stop me from evolving, beings trying
Mm.
to stop me from doing certain practices.
Mm.
I've experienced different forms of consciousness. I have experienced DNA awakening, 12 stranded DNA awakening of humanity, which can
Mm.
like magically evolve humanity extremely quickly. Like it is one of the things I've delved deeply into the new age spiritual practices when I was learning about them. I've delved deeply into it. So there's a saying in new age teachings and spiritual texts that the concept of dormant 12 strand human DNA and DNA activation refers to the belief that human beings originally possessed or are evolving to possess a more complex, multidimensional, and multi-stranded DNA structure than the two-stranded double helix recognized by the mainstream science. The belief system is not supported by current biological science, which recognizes human DNA as a double helix with two strands. In this spiritual context, the extra strands are often seen as existing on an energetic or spiritual level, related to the non-coding or junk DNA that science once overlooked. Now, they mentioned that the proponents believe the 12-strand DNA structure is the original complete blueprint for human potential, representing a higher state of consciousness, spiritual awareness, and physical well being. It is claimed that only two strands are currently active in most humans, with the remaining 10 strands lying dormant or shut off, often attributed to past traumas, ancestral patterns, or a fall in consciousness that occurred in ancient history. Each of the 12 strands is often associated with a different dimension, a specific set of spiritual gifts, or an energy center, like the different chakras connect us to
Mm.
different energetic centers and to the different strands of DNA. And it is also mentioned that whenever we awaken our Kundalini, these DNA strands normally awaken within us. Like they naturally awaken within us whenever we awaken our Kundalini. So the more our
Mm.
Kundalini rises, the more we move into the higher chakras, the more DNA strands we can have, the more freedom we can experience. This is a natural process that happens simultaneously. Kundalini awakening and DNA strands activation. This is something I've
Mm.
discovered.
Very good. So how have you been discovering these interesting facts?
Yeah, this has actually spread in the West, like the Eastern cultures haven't been focusing on this facts and this is the knowledge I found from the western part of the world, like in US, UK, and the European countries. There, knowledge has been spread by some teachers like Ashiana Dean and many other New Age spiritual teachers, like
Mm.
channelers and mediumship practitioners.
Mm.
And this practice has been going on from I think 1960s 70s, and it has now completely spread throughout the West. It is an open
Hmm.
secret actually.
Hmm. True. Like they have given rise to many like new what to say spiritual technologies like that Robert Monroe. Do you know Robert Monroe?
No, I don't know about him.
He discovered a shortcut towards astral projection. That is, um, there is something called binaural beats. So binaural beats are like two different waves pumping to the ears. Like if you pump 10 hertz here and 12 hertz here, you will hear your consciousness will receive only 2 hertz. That is 12 minus 10, 2 hertz. So that is how uh, Robert Monroe was able to discover some waves which helps in astral projection. So one day when he was sleeping, by mistake two radios were playing, and somehow he went outside the body. That is, his astral body came out, and it was seeing his physical body. Then he gave rise to something called uh, that binaural beats, that is theta waves, delta waves, and then he popularized it. Now there is a institute like Robert Monroe's institute where they help people do astral projection. So this has been a very good evolution from the West, and they also have trained some soldiers, like from the CIA agents, to travel astrally so that they can see what is there in Russia, what is there in China, what is there in different nations, so that they can like uh, bring out all the secrets of other nations. So they used astral projection for different purpose. Actual astral projections are used for spiritual purposes, but the government in US used it for spying on other countries. So that is how Robert Monroe helped the government also. And there is still the files in YouTube. If you search Robert Monroe that playlist, you'll get a big playlist of brain waves. Like if you listen, you can astral project yourself.
Right, remote viewing. I think that's the right term.
Oh yeah,
Remote
like
viewing. Oh,
spying on other nations, right?
yeah, like
Hmm.
they have different agendas, different high dimensional beings are controlling different countries or governments. That's what I think. Some good, some bad. Some are our
Hmm.
allies, some are our enemies.
Hmm.
It's up to us to discern which help to use and which help not to use. Ultimately,
Oh.
the final goal is to evolve, na? But
Hmm.
the now they are trying to keep some nations from advancing and some nations from they're just fighting on this material plane. They're not seeing the
True.
bigger picture. This
True.
is just a
Hmm.
strategy to attain more power.
Hmm.
Ultimately, they don't realize that when humans are united, they're
Hmm.
much stronger than when we are divided. United, we stand, and divided, we fall.
Hmm.
That's a term
True.
that I think will help us in this current state.
Very true. And what else conspiracy you have found?
Oh, yeah, I have also heard that different modalities of energy healing, like Reiki or light language or other forms of energetic attunements, can be used to awaken the dormant DNA strands within humans. It is a much faster process, but currently those methods haven't been spread
Hmm.
throughout India. But I have
Hmm.
also seen many Indians seeking
Hmm.
out these things and using them for spreading knowledge, awareness, and attaining their own freedom,
Hmm.
attaining higher consciousness. So the means are endless, but the goal is always the same. They're using
Hmm.
this different means. Different people are using different means from different parts of the world for the same goal, for evolution.
Hmm. True.
It's really
And by the
beautiful
way,
to watch.
Yeah. By the way, how was Purnima's healing? Like, what did you feel? What changes did you feel?
Oh, she was good. She is one of the best healers, you know. Like I
Mm,
met her and I was skeptical about her service. I wasn't too sure that will she able to heal me, but she
mm,
found out the problems I had. Like I had
mm,
heart chakra problems due to a breakup. I had crown
mm,
chakra and third eye chakra problems due to past life karma.
mm,
So she found all those problems instantly and
mm,
assisted me. And she also told me that it won't end with one session, but if you continue to work with me, it will help you
mm.
definitely. So we
Oh,
decided
so
to work
like,
together for some time.
yeah, like even it helped me also. Like that cinnamon burning, like it created some shield around me. Like some, did you feel that some shield covering?
Yeah, I felt something covering my entire head, you know. I
Huh?
felt like something was covering my head part. I couldn't feel the rest of the body, but I felt something on the head.
Yeah, true. Like there are some like naturally born healers. That is because of their ancestors. They get that skill. Like it'll be there. It'll be there in their blood only. That healing talent. And some have to put effort. For example, I went to one Reiki master in like 3 years ago for attunement, and I learned some healing like with effort, but I didn't get it like since childhood. But there are some who know about all this like since childhood without even like putting effort. They have that intuitive power to know what spices to burn and what intent they have to put, like that. So what else have you learned? Like have you learned Reiki?
Actually, I am learning a form of Reiki right now. It's
Hmm,
called Kundalini Reiki, and YouTuber called let's say what was her name? Yes, her name was Daksha Nichani. So she
hmm,
taught me about Kundalini Reiki. I
hmm,
was doing the sadhana and then I found her as well. So maybe it's a law of attraction thing, but I did found her and she taught me Kundalini Reiki. It's a means to use the Kundalini fire within us to use that energy to heal our ailments and diseases. It
hmm,
was beautiful actually, you know.
hmm. Oh, the Kundalini Reiki. Okay. Like combining the Japanese model and the like Indian model of
Right, right.
yeah. How is the shield different from Kavacham? Rupesh is asking. Yeah, Kavacham is also a very good way to protect ourselves. That is, I didn't know about Kavacham until like uh, April. That is, I got to know about Kalika Kavacham recently, around the month March or April. Once I started, like it was very tough to pronounce all the that Sanskrit words. But then after like 1 month, 2 month of practice, like all the words became very fluent. Even Narasimha Kavacham is very good. What we have to do is we have to like split the tough, like if there is one word which is very tough, you have to split it into two, and then you have to practice it daily. You can write it in your own comfortable language. Like if it is English, then write it in English and split it and practice it daily within a span of 1 month. Whoever is practicing will be very fluent in the Kavacham. Yeah. Then do you know anything about native, that is American, that is what is that called? Red Indians.
I have heard that they are a group that has been hunted down by many beings in this planet to make sure that they can't spread their teachings to the rest of the
Mm,
masses. And due to their gifts and powers, like the shamanic powers, I've heard they were
mm,
shamans and they could use means to escape from this plane of consciousness to other planes, and they could also do many different forms of healings, like which are completely lost in this modern era. They used
mm,
to use shamanic form of healings to um, cure diseases which were uncurable by the modern science as well.
mm,
They were very good
true.
healers, but
Mm,
some shamans also went on the evil path and harmed the
mm,
masses, and they like became power hungry due to influence from other people. I do not
Hmm.
want to speak about it, but like they became power hungry and they destroyed themselves as well. I've heard.
Hmm.
Now they spread throughout. Their descendants are spread throughout the world.
Oh, I've heard that they knew some very magical herbs, like found in the US. Like there were some uh, plants and seeds which could take you to the ultimate truth. Like I don't know the name. It's called um it's like the frogs also produce that. The frogs. It's called something I'll search it. Wait. It's found in like some frogs also. Yeah, this one. It's called. Is it visible? Oh yeah, correct. 5-MeO DMT, I guess. Yeah, yeah. The shamans used to use that for awakening, right? Like they use some peacock feathers to like hit and something like I'm not. I've seen some videos where they after someone takes DMT, they hit that person with some feathers, and that person will come back to like feathers are used for grounding. Basically, if the person goes directly to the Sadashiva level, they'll bring him back by hitting with some feathers. Yeah, that's what I observed. Yeah. So, have you heard about that chemical 5-MeO DMT?
Peyote, I have heard, and also San Pedro, and also some mushrooms. They call it
Mm,
magic mushrooms. And also I've heard about one called Ayahusha, or the wine of the soul.
mm,
So I think they are used for healing and ceremony purposes, and also for um, like for spiritual experiences. Like there are certain groups who desire spiritual experiences quickly, and
mm,
it can be used to view from the perspective and the angle through which God views reality. The
mm,
higher dimensional beings views the reality.
mm.
It
True.
just changes the angle through which you view reality
Mm,
and connects us directly to our beings, that our higher
mm,
self. It connects us directly to our higher selves,
true.
but it's
This
dangerous as well.
Yeah, true. Sadhana is like a very tough, how to say, marg, like a path to attain that Sadashiva state because we have to do for many years to get some experiences. But some people want that experience faster and they go for these ayahuasca and all that DMT drugs so that they get to experience those lokas faster. Like there are some people who have seen Kali in her like feminine form, like in the other realm through the use of some DMT, like
They're
a
like the bad
purple
students
Kali.
who cheat in the exam, to score more. Like
Yeah,
everyone is going through hard work throughout the entire year and they're cheating and passing out. That's what they're
yeah,
doing. They're like the bad students from our school days, the backbenchers.
true, true.
But I don't want to mean any harm to them. Please know if anyone's watching. I don't mean you any
Yeah,
harm. It's just a joke.
true. So yeah, no, people should not try these shortcuts, because then once we try shortcut, then the long cut will not have importance. Like the people who have seen Sadashiva or Kali through the use of drugs will not feel like doing sadhana only, because why to do sadhana? They can just like smoke and go, right. But that's why that sadhana is important. Sadhana will give permanent results, whereas drugs will give temporary results. Only for like few minutes you will go to the truth and you will come back. But
Yeah.
sadhana will take you permanently to the truth.
Nature only gives us what we work for. If we don't work for something, we won't get it.
Mm,
Even if it's in front of us, we can't
true.
experience it. I have seen this. Like everything we
Mm,
do in our everyday life, it affects our journey to that Sadasiva state and liberation from this mortal plane.
mm, true.
Every single action decides our
Mm,
fate. We create our own fate, I think, Like we
mm,
humans are the creators of our own destiny. We blame everyone and everything, but ultimately it is us humans who are creating our life. We just
mm,
don't understand it. That every single thought within us is creating something in this
mm,
mental plane, in this 3D world.
mm,
We just blame others.
mm. And Nilanjan, like whenever you speak, I get reminded of Neil deGrasse Tyson. Have you heard of Neil deGrasse Tyson?
No, I haven't heard of him at all.
Like I'll show. Say, he looks, he explains and looks exactly like you. Mm, Uh, this guy, Neil deGrasse, right?
I haven't.
Like he,
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him. He's a scientist.
yeah, physics, astronomical.
I didn't
Yeah,
recognize his name actually.
yeah. He explains about space and stuff.
I used to watch him when I was in college.
Uh, yeah, he's a quantum physicist.
Yeah.
Like I get
I
that
think
energy from you.
if this, I think if current humans continue to evolve, then science and spirituality will merge someday. Like if
Mm,
we survive what's about to come in the next few decades, I think we will see a union between science and spirituality where both can work together, coexist, and certainly help each
mm.
other.
True, very true. Yeah, soon it'll happen. That is merging of science and modern science and Vedic science.
Right. I was studying about Keylontic science in 2023-24, and at that time I found out all this data. Like if you search in on the internet about Keylontic science, you can find um,
Mm,
a lot of information that was hidden from the mainstream society.
truly. And Rupesh is asking, have you found your Ishtadevata?
Yeah, I found it through the D60 chart like that you did for me. You told me,
Mm,
na, like that my Ishtadevata was Narayan in the form of Krishna or Vishnu.
mm, mm.
So through D60 chart, the D60 chart reading that I did with you, I found out all that
Mm.
info. It was easy.
Okay. So, do you do any? Have you done any Krishna sadhana?
I have done, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I have done Lord Krishna sadhana a lot in 2023, and even now I'm doing that Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya mantra every morning, like you told me to.
Mm.
It has helped
Yeah,
me
very,
actually. In fact, I feel
very
I'm
good.
really connected to him. I feel I'm very
Yeah.
connected to Lord Krishna.
Mm.
I'm very
Uh,
connected to him.
and there is one that in the new movie, that Narasimha Mahavatar movie, there is one music called Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Have you heard of that song?
I've heard of it. I've seen the scene, like when
Yeah.
Narasimha appears. And
Yeah,
also
yeah,
when the demon was threatening to kill everyone and
yeah,
kill Prahalad, at the time Narasimha appears from heavens. Like he opens a
yeah,
portal and appears suddenly
yeah,
as
yeah.
an avatar and destroys
Very
the
good,
demon
no?
completely.
That
Yeah, it
song.
was very good. It's good for
Yeah.
spreading a lot of information to the children
Mm.
as well. to
Sure.
let them know about our heritage, because in the current era, I think
Mm,
lot of people are not giving importance to spirituality. Like lot of people are only focusing on the material world. I think the
mm,
reason most people focus on the material world and not on the spiritual life is because, or on the spiritual path, is because their disconnection from their higher self. Like some people are not as much connected to their higher selves as those who do practices, so it's difficult for them. I think if some form of help is provided to them, then they can also connect to their higher parts and be free as well.
mm. Truly. Does Nilanjan have YouTube channel?
No, I don't have a YouTube channel.
Oh. I think everyone are waiting for your YouTube channel. In the live comments. Nilanjan's speech is very powerful. Uh, yeah. Then, what do you have to say, Nilanjan, to the audience before we end the live?
Okay, you're putting me in a very difficult position. I'm embarrassed. I don't know what to say.
Mm.
But I want to appear cool as well. So,
Everything, whatever you said, is cool only. Whatever you're saying is also cool only. So don't worry. You're in the gang.
I think if humans unite, then we can defeat all our enemies and ascend to the higher dimension easily. We won't be trapped here any longer.
Sure.
And like for evolution, we must unite. As long as we don't
Mm,
unite, people will keep exploiting humans. People will keep
mm,
harming us. Only when
mm,
all humans unite in the entire world can we
mm,
actually attain true peace and true unity consciousness, which will make sure that those higher dimensional beings can't exploit us and use us against each other any longer by
mm,
making countries and creating barriers
mm,
and creating wars among different nations due to resources.
mm,
This can finally end and a new era can begin once humans unite. If a federation is created, like a United Human Federation
mm,
that unites all countries' people together, instead of
mm,
one government or instead of different governments in different countries, if we can create a united federation and coexist in harmony and peace, I think then we can defeat all our enemies and ascend easily. Then there will
mm,
be no match for us.
mm. Very true. Satyuga is gonna come soon.
Yeah, it's starting.
Mm. And also, if you observe, like there are many movies also releasing in the name of spirituality, like which is very connected to deities and all.
Not Matrix.
Mm. And also that pronunciation, Nilanjan, that you use, that is humans, is very unique. Like, from where did you learn this pronunciation?
Sorry, I couldn't understand what you are
The
like.
pronunciation of humans, like you pronounce it as humans. So, from which dialect is this?
I don't know. It comes naturally.
Naturally, okay. I thought you were born in some other country, like where they
No, no,
pronounced
no. I have
humans.
been born in India. I have been born in India in Kolkata.
Oh,
I'm
Kolkata.
born and brought up in India only.
Oh, a very unique pronunciation. First time I heard that humans, I was like, What is this word?" Then I got to know it's humans.
I'm
Hum.
sorry for creating trouble for you. I
No, no, no.
apologize.
Like, no, it was not trouble. Like, a very unique pronunciation. I didn't recognize initially, but then I got used to it. Yeah. Okay. So, uh, uh, thanks everyone for joining this live, and thanks Nilanjan for talking about your experiences. We are gonna have you soon again after there is Krishna month, because Krishna is your Ishtadevata. So after the Krishna month, we are gonna learn more about your experiences with Krishna, and also it was very great having you. We all loved your energy, that is enthusiasm, conspiracies, experiences, and all that. And you have been very informative in this live. Thanks, and thanks everyone for joining this live. We'll meet in the next whiteboard series, that is on Sunday, and next YouTube live, that is on Thursday. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.
Jai Mahakal. Don't forget me, everyone.
Hmm.